Arsenal 3-0 Tottenham, hosts ensure WSL title race will go to wire. The Women's Super League title race will go down to the final day after Arsenal beat Tottenham 3-0 to go 1 point behind leaders Chelsea. Spurs never really looked like spoiling their North London rivals' party. Arsenal could have had more than their 3 goals with a combination of goalkeeper Tinja Corpella and poor finishing keeping the score down. There was no goal for Vivianne Miedema in what could have been her last home game in red and white. A temporary statue of the striker was on display outside the Emirates before's kick-off, but it remains uncertain whether the Gunners' star player will be here come the start of next season. The 25-year-old is out of contract in the summer and has been heavily linked with a move away, with both Barcelona and Lyon tipped as possible destinations. If this was her last home game, she will be disappointed she did not manage to get on the scoresheet. Miedema is just 4 goals behind leading scorer Sam Kerr and could have had 4 or 5 here, but the Golden Boot is now almost certainly heading Kerr's way. But the task for Arsenal was simple: win to keep their trophy hopes alive, which they did comfortably. It took them just 4 minutes to open the scoring. Lee Williamson's pass broke through the Tottenham midfield and found Mead, who was allowed to run before reaching the box and firing a left-footed shot into the bottom right corner. Spurs should have been level minutes later when the ball dropped to Kaya Simon a yard out at the near post, but Vivianne Miedema did brilliantly to block on the goal line before repelling Simon's follow-up effort. After her heroics in her own penalty area, Miedema could have had a hat-trick of goals at the other end. The forward fired wide twice from close range before a third effort was saved by Corpella at the near post. The Gunners could have been out of sight by halftime as Caitlin Foord was next to go close from long range. Miedema still couldn't find a way through as Corpella made another save at the start of the second half. The forward then fired just over from the edge of the box as the Gunners looked to close off the game. A second goal finally came in the 71st minute as Miedema fired a cross into the box which Foord tapped home at the back post. Josie Green was lucky to stay on the pitch when she caught Leah Walty with her studs up shortly after Arsenal's second, but the midfielder escaped with just a yellow card. Green's tackle summed up Spurs' evening as frustration took hold, and it got worse for them when Foord curled in a third from the edge of the box. Foord is another player out of contract at the end of the season. Tonight she showed why Arsenal should be looking to extend her deal beyond the summer. There was still time for Corpella to deny Miedema once again as she got down to save a fierce effort that was heading into the bottom right corner. Spurs then squandered a chance for a late consolation as Angela Addison saw her penalty saved by Manuela Zinsberger after the forward had been brought down by Lot Wubben-Moy.